And today we're reacting to Ray Didn't Get Lucky. Now, I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm the type of person who's quick to give everybody they props, especially if they, you know, work for it, got to it. And I feel like Ray did that. He did get to it. But the initial pull up, the reason for where he at was he's one of the few that, and I speak about them, one of the few that got that right place, right time, luck situations. I'm not gonna lie. What he did after that might not have been. Let's do it.
Think of the internet like a street performance. Every day, someone steps up with a mic, a camera, a dream, a viral moment, a lucky clip, a spark, and maybe, just maybe, the world pays attention. But most of the time, you're there just long enough to be forgotten. But then came Ray. One day, no one knew who he was. The next, he wasn't just in the spotlight, he was stealing the show.
What's up, GQ? I'm Ray. It's 10 since I can live well.
It's crazy, like Ray going so crazy, and maybe other people, you know, people that are real fans of him that watched him so much. What he said right then, I don't know what he said. It's crazy. Like, there's people, and this ain't no shot at him. There's people that you can understand clearly, funny as hell, some more shit. And will never touch the heights of what Ray got going. I don't know what the fuck that nigga just said.
And while most creators spend years planning their moment, Ray just stumbled into his. Not with strategy, not with sponsors, not even with a camera of his own. Just a nervous smile, a chance encounter, and a little bit of chaos. See, 500 days ago, Ray wasn't a streamer. He was a student, finishing high school in Taiwan. No followers, no streams, no hype. His nights were textbooks, gaming, Valorant clips, and inside jokes only 3 friends understood. But that changed on July 14th, 2023, the day Ray accidentally walked into internet history.
He's got to look at this clip and be like, like, the way his life changed, bro, has to be like, you can't even really fathom, my nigga. This nigga could have went and oh, my shoe's untied, and had to tie his shoe and missed this opportunity because the nigga was gone 5 seconds earlier.
Got it.
Kaitsunat was live streaming in Japan. The stream had been live for about an hour when he stopped outside a 7-Eleven in the middle of Tokyo, looking for snacks and filming one of his usual chaotic IRL
That little nigga got a big ass hat on.
segments. As he panned the camera around, a kid suddenly appeared in frame, nervous, buzzing with energy, and wearing a wide grin. It was Ray. At that point, no one knew who he was. Just another fan hoping for a handshake, maybe a photo, but this wasn't just another street interaction. Their first words were clumsy. Ray's voice cracked with adrenaline, and his hands trembled as he reached out. Kai laughed, Ray laughed. But more importantly, they matched each other's energy instantly. In that mess of nerves and noise, something clicked. The connection felt real, and instead of walking away, Ray stayed. He didn't just snap a picture and vanish. He asked if he could tag along, and to everyone's surprise, including his own, Kai said yes. So Ray did, for hours. They wandered Tokyo together, through game stores, back alleys, taxis, karaoke booths. Ray wasn't trying to steal the show, he was just reacting in real time. Goofy, honest, completely in over his head. But the magic? It worked. Ray wasn't trying to be funny. He just was. Raw. Real. Ridiculously entertaining. And the clips? They went nuclear. TikTok caught fire, Twitter followed, fans begged for more. Suddenly, Ray wasn't just the kid from the Japan vlog. He was Ray. After their meetup in Japan, everything accelerated. Just weeks after their first chaotic meetup, Kai flew Ray to America for the first time.
And the genius that Kai is, bro, where he was like, he's the one. Come back to that interaction, like, he could have been like, what's up, bro? Nah, sorry, man, nah. Like, just him being the person he is. Nah, come rock with me, bro. This is the nigga that, like, it's crazy. There's a bit of power that you can finally get to where you can change anyone's life around you. Come on, you're next. Let's change your life. Like, that's power that comes with great responsibility, but it's super fire because you could also use that in the wrong way. Hey, yo, fuck that nigga, bro. I don't fuck with him, and ruin his shit. Or this place sucks, man. This food sucks, and ruin they shit. You feel me? but just the fact that this is how it happened as well.
You know who did? Who did?
It was his first time in the US, and everything felt new. Strange accents, giant portions,
Right.
and 24/7 cameras. But oddly, it didn't feel like he was out of place.
And the
Ray
lamb.
fit right in, like he'd always been part of the crew. He met the rest of the AMP members, tried American food for the first time, wandered through Walmart like it was a theme park, and even filmed a short film with Kai that would blow up across the internet. After his visit in America, Ray returned to Taiwan. But he wasn't the same. After America, something had shifted. He wasn't just the funny kid from Japan anymore. He was someone people looked forward to seeing. Someone fans searched for in clips, commented about in chat, and started following in real time. Fans had started to like Ray more and more. They weren't just watching for Kai. They wanted Ray. They wanted more streams, more moments, more of the kid who somehow made everything feel authentic. So back in Taiwan, Ray did something simple. He started streaming. No big production, no crew. Just Ray, a webcam, and his bedroom. He'd sit in front of his computer, sometimes with a plate of food, sometimes mid-homework.
And this is the part that's not luck. You know what I'm saying? This is the part that was taking advantage of your situation and your opportunity. You with the biggest. Now, I know, you know, somebody had to be in his ear. You feel me? Kai had to probably be in his ear like, yo, listen, you go back and you start going stupid, bro. You're going to go crazy. So, you know, but he still has to be the person to do it. And he did that. So, you know, this is the part that I feel like is not the luck part. This is the part, you know, that's what's up.
And just talk about school, about Kai, about nothing. And people tuned in. Because even when he was alone, Ray made the internet feel like a group chat with your funniest friend. Now his streams pulled in thousands, not because of high production or fancy edits, but because he was something special. Learning a new language is hard, not just academically, but emotionally. It's like trying to build a bridge with pieces you barely understand and hoping it doesn't collapse when people start walking across. Every sentence is a puzzle, every word a risk. You're not just trying to communicate, you're trying to belong. For most people, moving to a new country means years of struggle, years of getting laughed at, misunderstood, ignored. It takes time to pick up the rhythm of a new language, the tone, the slang, the sarcasm, and even then, it doesn't guarantee you'll ever feel like you truly fit in. Imagine showing up in a new country, and suddenly, everything you know, your language, your jokes, your instincts, none of it translates. Your thoughts get stuck, your voice feels smaller, you're surrounded by people, yet somehow more alone than ever. You want to speak, but the words aren't ready. You want to connect, but you don't know how.
Damn, nigga, okay. Nigga, we get it.
But Ray was different. Because even though his English was basic, broken.
Yeah. Now this is true. The nigga English is not like, again, I said it already. That shit is still not that good. But he able to fit in with the whole shit. Like, his language is very much so American TikTok internet. It's not, you know, well, it's not, he doesn't have too much words in his bag. It's a lot of like type shits and God dids and fucking, what else people saying? Whatever the fuck. That's his, but it's it's working, I guess.
Even, he still fit in. He matched the vibe. He didn't understand every word, but he understood energy. He could mirror the room, read the tone, react to emotion instead of grammar. That's something no textbook can teach. He wasn't fluent, but he was present. And that made him feel familiar, like someone you already knew, even if he spoke differently. With Kai on his side, Ray didn't just learn English, he absorbed it. He picked it up the way a younger brother copies an older one. He echoed the crew, repeated what he heard, word for word, sentence for sentence. If Kai said it, Ray said it. If AMP joked about it, Ray memorized it. It was fast, unfiltered, real, and that's what made it work. But that kind of learning, raw imitation, comes with risk. Because when you're learning in real time...
Yeah, and that's when you kicking it with a bunch of niggas saying nigga. It's kind of like, let me jump off the porch and try that one out, you know. Now again, because of this language barrier, you know, we be niggas not stunting it. Ray could come out and just be saying nigga all the time, and I'll just be like, nah, damn, that's crazy. And if they let him do it, I'd be like, damn, that's wild. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of what people allow, but I don't. For his career's sake, I don't think that's a good idea.
In a language you don't fully understand, sometimes the words you pick up aren't the ones you're supposed to repeat.
I can see you. Yeah. Black bucket. Shut your up.
The internet clipped it instantly. The backlash came fast. It was one of those moments where everything pauses and then explodes. And yeah, it looked bad. But can you really blame him? When you're learning a language by immersion, surrounded
and you kick it with niggas every day
by streamers, memes, and Twitch culture, how do you know where the line is? You don't. You mimic, you adapt, you say what gets laughs, you say what the people around you say. Ray didn't grow up with American context, he grew into it, and sometimes that means learning things the hard way. Ray wasn't trying to be someone else, he wasn't faking it, he was just trying to keep up, trying to speak like the people around him, trying to find his place in a world that moved fast and didn't wait. And as he repeated the phrases, copied the tone, mirrored the humor, something started to happen. He didn't just learn the language, he picked up the rhythm, the slang.
Now, I will say this. Let's say there's lit streamers, you know, in different countries. And somebody from America, let's say a black person in America comes over to that country. I don't think this happened. I think America being the melting pot that it is, and, you know, the accepting place that it is, I feel like this only works that way. But especially the language, like trying to understand, I think, you know, they be out there learning a bit of English. Knowing, you know, a little bit. We be going to different countries. A nigga could say a full sentence. We don't pick up on one thing. So it's kind of crazy. I just had that thought in my head, like, damn, this doesn't work. This doesn't work anywhere else but America. Maybe I don't think this works anywhere else but America. Like, and with American streamers. I don't think this works anywhere else.
The cadence, the jokes, and over time, it changed the way he spoke. It changed the way
this Brazilian nigga right here don't speak a lick of shit. And he out here thugging.
Saw him. Soon, people started calling him Rayquin. At first, it was a joke, something said on stream to get a laugh. But like most jokes, it carried a bit of truth. Because this kid from Taiwan, the one who barely spoke English when he showed up, wasn't just participating anymore. He was blending in, effortlessly, naturally. He didn't just understand the words, he understood the vibe. And that made all the difference. When people become famous, it always comes with a price. And for Ray, it was no different. From the outside, it might have looked easy. One day he was a student in Taiwan, the next he was streaming in America, flying across the world, gaining followers by the thousands. But what people don't see is the weight that comes with that kind of rise. The comments, the assumptions, the quiet resentment. Because no matter how many people loved him, there were still plenty who weren't convinced. People who looked at him and didn't see talent. They saw luck. They said he was just in the right place at the right time. Just another random kid who stumbled into someone else's spotlight.
They would be true. That they would be right. Sorry, they would be right, because it's true. But he took advantage of the opportunity.
The narrative was simple. He's only famous because of Kai. It's no different than sports.
That's true.
Think about your favorite athlete. The icons, the ones who changed the game. Every single one of them had someone behind the scenes. A coach, a mentor, someone who pushed them, challenged them, guided them. That mentor didn't make them great. They just helped bring it out. And with Ray, it was no different. Kai saw something in him, not just a funny kid, not just someone to tag along for content. From that very first moment in Tokyo outside a 7-Eleven, with the stream live and the energy chaotic, something clicked. Ray wasn't trying to go viral. He wasn't chasing the camera. He was just being himself, awkward, excited, real, and somehow that worked. There was something magnetic about it. The way he matched Kai's rhythm without trying. The way he carried himself with a kind of natural awareness that didn't need polish or perfection. He felt real, not manufactured, not over-rehearsed. Just a kid in the right place, doing the right thing, because it came naturally. And that's rare. That's not something you can teach or script or fake. That's instinct. That's presence. Kai recognized it instantly. That's why he didn't just take a photo and move on. That's why he let Ray stay. That's why he brought him in, on stream, into the crew, and eventually, into the culture. Because Kai didn't make Ray special, he just gave the world a chance to notice what he already saw. So, yeah, Ray got help. But help only matters if there's something worth helping. And from day one, Ray proved that
that's true.
He wasn't just riding a wave. He was the wave. Success for most people takes years. Years of late nights, trial and error, small wins, and quiet sacrifices. Even then, only a small percentage ever make it. The climb is steep, the spotlight is limited, and most people never get close. But for Ray, the timeline looked completely different. Since that moment in Japan, everything has moved fast.
Up. Went up. You feel me? Like I be saying, it's like this content creation shit, when you just doing it how the normal way that people normally get up, it looked like a stock market graph. A bunch of ups and downs and ups and downs and downs and then ups and downs. This nigga shit, it's kind of just been a linear, you feel me? A linear upward trajectory.
Almost unreal. In under 2 years, Ray has gone from an unknown kid in Taiwan to one of the most recognizable streamers in the world. No slow build, no 5-year grind, just pure acceleration. He's reached millions across continents.
The chance of seeing the biggest too, like you pull up in Kai Cenat, it wasn't any other nigga, the biggest. Maybe, you know, arguably than Stream. Steve, what that nigga name? Speed. You feel me? But the biggest.
Languages, and platforms. His face has been everywhere. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Scroll long enough and you'll see him. A clip, a meme, a viral reaction. He's become the internet's favorite wildcard. And with that reach came doors. Big ones. He's hung out with the biggest names in the industry, collaborated with global brands like Adidas.
The niggas on Adidas and Bape shit. It's crazy, like it's crazy. Niggas done did some like crazy shit, right? And Ray pulled up, and I was doing Adidas collabs and GQ shit, and you can barely understand what the nigga says. Say what you want, believe what you want. But at the end of the day, this doesn't happen without Kai Cenat. It could be any other streamer, but this doesn't happen. Great person, yes, woo, good person, good guy, funny guy, doesn't matter. This does not happen if Kai Cenat doesn't walk by that 7-Eleven. Period. Shout out Ray though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Ray. Real shit. That great. I'm happy for niggas. Like, I'm not mad at niggas. Like, that's what's up. But this nigga's not dribbling a ball in an Adidas commercial if Kai Cenat don't. Hey, young man, I rock with you being lit right now. You know what I'm saying? I rock with your energy today on this fine day where everything was good and nothing's going wrong. He didn't get Kai. All Kai needed was to wake up 30 minutes late. This doesn't happen. That being said, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like the video, so comment up, mention the channel. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Great if y'all pull it to the switch. We gonna edit it, let do it.